is the Kim Bell Show.
I need you, everybody listening, to help encourage me today. We're going to talk about how to look at things in your life and know if they're good. If you had been videoing me and putting this out on social media, people said this woman needs to be committed. I'm sweating like Bertha at the beach. He is trying to save 2 cents on gas. That's how I lost all my weight. That, I think, is a big, huge problem in today's world. Perception is everything. All right, Zach. Hey, how are you?
I'm good, Kim. How are you?
Honey, I'm busier than a one-arm paper hanger.
You just launched your jewelry line. Congratulations.
Yeah, I mean, it's like every other day. It's like the house is on fire. We're launching this. We're doing this. I've got two teenagers at the house.
How are they?
Okay, well, I'm kicking the podcast off with this because I think they're delusional.
I'm just seeing this from their point of view, and they're like, my mom says I'm delusional.
I don't say they're delusional. They are delusional. And I got to tell you, like, I'm going to get really real with y'all on this episode, because we're calling this, How Do You Know a Good Thing When You See It? Okay, this is what we're calling this podcast. But I'm dedicating this to my 3 men that I live with, Travis, Blanton, and Bo.
Okay.
My husband is Travis. I've got the 2 boys, 14-year-old Blanton and 16-year-old Bo. And I lost it the other night, just lost it. And when I say lost it, I meant I had, I think, what is called an outer body experience.
Okay.
So either A, I'm having a nervous breakdown, or B, no one is talking about raising teens in this kind of way, or C, I'm looking at a good thing and I'm not seeing it. Okay, so this is my options here. Now, a lot of that might be, all 3 of those things could be actually true, and all of it, a little bit, can be part true. And I'm getting there. I'm getting to the story. But it's been a doozy. It's been a doozy of a week. I've got a 14-year-old this trying to fail every class he's in. I've got a 16-year-old who I have to track on Life 360. And then I've got a husband who, I guess he's got spring fever or something. I don't know, Zach. I'm just telling you, it's been a rough week.
Sorry, Kim. Wait, why? Can we go back to the try to fail every class thing? I don't mean to just derail you, but like...
He's trying to actually fail. Like, he's got the work and he doesn't turn it in. And when you do that, basically an email comes on that's in bright red. I mean, it might as well be going, says you've got a 0, okay. and then I ask him about the zeros, and he's like, oh, it's a big deal. I'm turning tomorrow. So to come to find out, I'm like, wow, he's not doing this work. He's not turning in. But the work is in the folder. He's just too lazy to open the folder, slide out the work, and turn the finished work in.
Okay. I don't know what to say about that, Kim. That's wild.
So this is why I want to have this episode today, because I need you, everybody listening, to help encourage me today. Normally, I have a lot of good things to encourage you. So I lost it. When I mean lose it, if you had been videoing me and putting this out on social media, people said this woman needs to be committed somewhere. Okay. All right. It was like...
Can you paint a picture? Wait, so what? Like,
I'm painting the picture.
Paint the picture. Tell us what happened. Set the scene. Tell us what happened.
So we come to find out that Blanton's not turning any of his work, and when you're starting to get, emails from teachers and stuff, you're just like, okay, all right, well, because I wasn't the best student. Let's just be honest. I mean, I wasn't. I mean, I was squeaking by with a C.
Well, you always say like, oh, negotiate your grades. Like you were over there. I picture young Kim like, going to the teacher and being like, hey, look.
Oh, yeah. In college, I negotiated, baby. I knew what I had to do to get where I had to go. But, Blanton, unfortunately for Blanton, he ain't got that kind of swag. Okay. Unfortunately for Blanton, he does not have my negotiating skills. He has his father's. Okay.
Can we hold on, audience, you need to know, Kim went to theology school. So Kim is negotiating grades theology school.
But there's nothing wrong. There's nothing, backhanded sinful about that. That's just a life skill.
I mean, you're the one who went to theology school. You would know.
When Dr. Hooks, he was my hermeneutics teacher. And I remember, and he is the biggest rule follower. I hope he's still alive. Mr. Hooks, if you are, I love you, man. And I remember I had to have an A in this class, right? Okay. And I was barely scraping by with a B. And I remember I said to him, I have to be on the dean's list to win Miss Georgia. This is a true story. I said, I have to be on the dean's list to win Miss Georgia. And so I remember he's like, I've got to pray about it. And then one day he called me into the teacher's lounge. This is a true story. Okay. Atlanta Christian College in East Point, Georgia. He called me into the teacher's lounge and he was standing by the window looking out like he was making the biggest decision of his life. This was like a decision of great moral conundrum here, This is, and he said, I'm going to give you an A. And I remember he said, but you better win Miss Georgia. I will never forget it. He goes, but you better win Miss Georgia. I did. So thank you, Dr. Hooks.
You did it. Yeah,
you did it. For fudging the grade. But I negotiated it. I think I had to do a little paper or something, turn something in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This was before AI. Anyway, so I'm just saying, here we go. I get home. Blanton is not doing any of his work. I mean, we're in basketball season and tennis season and soccer season. So we got three. I mean, it's crazy. I lost everything. I had a big Burger King bag because I had gotten everybody dinner because I live my life on the run. And we were out of Factor meals. And so I had Burger King bag. I took that Burger King bag full of God knows what. And I hurled that bag across the room. It hit my wall. And I told everybody I'm moving out. I'm getting my own apartment and I'm done with them. And all three of them were like this. So do you think they said they were sorry? No. This is the text I get. So after my son had to leave, after this happened, my son had to get out and leave and go to soccer practice. And so it was like.
Wait, Blanton did or Bo?
Bo. Okay. But they were all three there. They all got the wrath of mom. Bo had to go, and they know when to get out of Dodge. So he grabbed his keys. He left. This was at 6. So this was happened at 6:15. 6:36. He's at the school. This is the text I get. You ready for this? Can someone come take my car to the gas station and get some gas while I'm at soccer and drop it back off at school, please? I'm going to read that again for those of you who weren't listening. Can someone grab my car at the school while I'm at soccer practice and take it to the gas station and get some gas and drop it back off at the school, please?
What was your response?
I did not answer. At 6:55, did anyone get my car?
And so this is to you and Travis?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, this is just to me. You think Travis don't do that? It's just to me. No response. Hey, and also, since you threw the Burger King bag across the, he's misspelled it. Since you threw the Burger King bag across the room, can I order myself something really small, please, from DoorDash? I haven't eaten all day.
I mean.
And then I texted him.
Wait, Kim.
I texted him. This is how I ended it. Are you a complete idiot? ? And I had no response.
You even do that on his
Never!
birthday? Yeah. What?
No.
I don't understand. Who does that? I'm going to
tell you something else. They will all take, Bo and Travis, they'll all take the car that's filled up with gas.
Backstory, everybody. Let's just take a step back for a second. Kim, there's a little piece of equipment that's this big that Kim has to plug into the podcast studio to make it work better. And it's in the car.
My car.
And Kim goes, I'm sorry, I didn't bring it because Travis took my car because it had more gas in it. And I was like, right. Who does that?
My family.
Is there no gas stations around in Atlanta? What's going on?
I don't know, but
this isn't Mad Max.
This is we're not siphoning off gas. Well, I will tell you, let me just, honest to God, Travis is so cheap though, y'all. I'm serious that he will go and just put $10 in.
Why?
Yeah. He'll just go and put 10. Do you know what I'm saying? He's that person. When we go eat at restaurants, we all get water and we get one soda and share it. I'm trying to think what else is it. So, oh God, I got one better for you. Stay with me, people. Stay with me. He, in the summers, rolls down the windows and does not run the air because he says it burns more gas. As energy efficient as cars are today.
Okay, I think there's a certain speed limit. No, there's a speed at which that's no longer true. It's like 45 miles an hour. And
it's not true, period, Zach. You're saving
Travis.
half of pennies. That is the most ridiculous. I'm sweating like Bertha at the beach, and he is trying to save 2 cents on gas. And so he'll pull in.
I do think that's true, though.
And he's so good with money. I'm not beating him down. I'm just saying, I know a good thing when I see it. He's a good man. I'm just saying, when we pull into the gas station, and it's like, chicken, and it's like 2 seconds, and he comes back and gets back in the car, and here we go. And I'm like, did you fill the car up? He goes, oh, no, I only put like $10 in. We'll get some later. And you know why he's done that? Because it's $3.86 here, right here at this gas station, and he knows 3 miles down the road is 10 cents less.
Kim, it's like $4.50 here in California. We pay.
Oh, well, he wouldn't put but $2 or $3 in to get you back and forth to your house then if we live there.
Yeah, that's it.
So this is why I wanted to do this episode today, because my kids do not know a good thing when they see it.
They don't even know how to read a room. Like, when there's Burger King on the wall of the room, you can't read a room.
But does it say, I'm sorry? Does it say, says, can I come get his car while he is at soccer practice, fill it up with gas, and return the car back to him? And then says, I threw the food across the room. Can he go DoorDash him something? I'm going to tell you something. People do not know good things when they see it. And let me tell you something. My kids and my husband's got a good thing. Okay? And that, I think, is a big, huge problem in today's world.
Yep.
And the great thing about it is I've talked to several people. Like, I always I'm careful because I'm like, should I tell people that I'm crazy and I lose it and tell my kids I'm moving out and I'm getting my apartment? And then I mentioned that on a call that we had. We're launching jewelry. So the whole team all over, the United States of America are on this call. And every single woman goes, oh, yeah, I did that last week. And I thought, oh, okay. So every woman is out there either in their head or verbally saying to their families, I'm getting ready to leave you. Okay? Because you ain't seeing what's good here. Because honestly, Zach, it is hard out here for a working mom, wife, caretaker, chick woman. Did you know that?
Yeah, it is hard for a working mom, wife, caretaker, chick woman.
Good for you. And good for you for seeing that. But you live with three women.
Can I say, but for real, no, let me really respond, because I do think it's really hard. And I had no idea, let me put it this way. I thought I worked really hard. Like when I worked in TV and in production, and then I had a kid. And I was like, oh, I've never been more tired. I've never been more stressed. I've never been it's just Okay,
let me ask you this. Are you 50-50?
No. And it's not 50-50 because it's never 50-50. I mean,
I know. Okay, but let's no preface. Okay. Does she work harder with the kids than you do? Yes or no? No. Okay. Rapid fire, spit it out.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
But I try really hard.
And I can tell you, the mental load,
mm-hmm. Yeah, she's got the mental load.
Is okay.
And that's there's just so much of the day-to-day keeping the family alive, right? And my kids are all younger, right? So they're not trying to text Postmates or whatever, but just feeding your kids. My kids won't eat. I don't know what your kids are like. I don't know what they were like when they were little.
They'll get there. Oh, my kids, that's all they do is eat. That's all. Yeah. My Factor meals. I don't lie. When I say that they come and steal them, I go and get one for lunch next. It's gone. I'm like, who ate my chicken?
It's so funny. Yeah.
And then they'll put it underneath their beds. It'll be old food and stuff. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. There was a half-eaten watermelon bowl. There was cut up watermelon in a bowl. Okay. And it costs $42 for that, to get it cut up. Especially in the winter. I mean, watermelon in the winter is $772.
Yeah.
Okay. So it had a couple of pieces in it and it was sitting inside the bathtub.
I mean, was there a bottle of vodka out of it? Because
I don't know. There was no alcohol involved. I'm just saying, like, are you just sitting there in a leisurely tub eating watermelon? I'm just saying, like, being a mom is so tough. And then I ask about it, and they're like, what? But the fact that my son said to me, can you go fill up my car with gas while I'm at soccer practice and drop it back off? Just like, why would I not do that for him? This is what I'm talking about.
How do you wait? But what did you follow that up with? Like, what when he got home
Nothing.
And you actually
it was
saw
crickets.
him, just never even.
The last text I sent him is, "Are you a complete idiot?" That was my text.
And then so he knew he's not going to bring that up.
He knew I'm being an idiot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the thing though. I say to my kids all the time, like we're a very verbal family, and by verbal I mean we will fight toe to toe. Okay, you know my family. Yeah. I have always taught my kids to challenge authority. Just don't believe everything you hear. Have your own thoughts. And so some of this mess is coming back to me. Okay, what goes around goes around. But I wanted to talk about how to know something is good when you see it, because I think a lot of people are dissatisfied with their lives, or a little bit delusional, like Bo was about taking his car to get gas in it. Because what they're looking at, they're not recognizing how good they've got it. And there is this quote that really hit me hard. I have my quiet times every morning, y'all, and I really encourage everybody to do that, because when I miss it, I'm messed up. I'm serious. Like when I do this and get centered every day, it really helps. And I pray and ask the Lord to show me what I need to do and what have you. But this quote hit me from a little reading I was reading one morning. It says, "It's not what you look at that matters. It's what you see." Henry David Thoreau. It's not what you look at that matters. It is what you see. And the difference of this, to me, what we look at and what we see is between the senses of seeing, and perception. Senses provide like data, like they're taking it in. Like I'm sitting there taking in my kids taking advantage of me and my family taking advantage of me. And I know a lot of women that feel this way, okay? They just, the senses provide facts. But they don't truly allow us to perceive or experience necessarily what we're seeing. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Makes me think so much of like just the stuff that the beauty around us that we miss. It's like, you see the beautiful view and then you see it every day and then you stop seeing it. Right. Yeah.
But we and also we're in such a data-driven world now. I'm telling you, y'all, this is deep. So stay with me. We're such a data-driven world with AI and text and even TikToks and all this. They're just, it's so taking in information. Let's say you look at an azalea plant that's blooming and you say, oh, those are pretty color flowers. That's a great stem. Oh, they must be feeding it right. We go through all the data first and we skip, oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. Look at those blooms. Do you know what I'm saying? Like we don't perceive it. We just sense it. And y'all, perception is everything. Okay. So, follow me. You know how I talk about Bo and the basketball journey of Bo. It's so hilarious. I swear. I swear you would think that this kid basketball is about to just kill us because it's been like this Achilles heel, but yet the most amazing good experience. It's the weirdest thing. Okay. So like, here we go. Know a good thing when you see it. So, the season just ended, thank God. And we were playing some games and he rides the bench a lot. He's a junior, he's 5'8.5". He's not the tallest kid on the team by far. My son is thick. He's built. You know what I'm saying? Like he's solid. He's not a tall, skinny. You know what I'm saying? He's not the typical looking basketball player.
Yeah.
He set the bench most of the season. I mean, he got in. He did great. I mean, he was amazing. I'm so proud of him. It was the night before the region basketball games. And he comes in, he drops his stuff, he sits on the steps, and he says, I'm done with basketball. I'm not playing this summer. I'm not playing my senior year. I'm just done. I'm not wasting my time. I'm not doing it. And for once in my life, because I don't like to see him quit anything or anybody quit anything, unless you know that you know, and that's another podcast, but I'm getting to the where it's a good thing, know a good thing when you see it. And I said, son, first of all, I didn't preach. And I do the whole preaching thing. God's got something special and he's using it. I didn't do any of that because he's tapped out, right? I didn't Kimism him. And I finally just said, I don't blame you. I said, the coach doesn't see your talent. You've given it all this year. You played varsity. You've done the best you could. It's time to take off your uniform, turn it in. I totally agree with you. And so we both exhaled, right? Mm-hmm. We felt good about it in the family. And Travis was like, son, we support you in whatever you want to do. Normally, we wouldn't do that, Zach. Normally, we'd say, you're going to stick it out.
You'd push, yeah.
So the next day was the big game, region game from LCAs, BCA versus LCA. Bethlehem Christian and Loganville Christian Academy. I mean, they're big rivals, right?
Yeah.
So, and we played at LCA. We played at their home gym. Well, Travis and I couldn't go. We're working again. We're launching jewelry and launching everything else. So we're working. And we know he ain't going to get no playing time. It's a region match. Region game. So he ain't going to get no playing time. So the game's going on. I'm not even thinking about it. And I get this text from my friend Amanda. And she says, Bo got in. He's lighting it up. Like he was popping off threes. Now, keep in mind, this team beat us by 20 or 30 points every time they played us before. The region.
Yeah.
This was a region game. And Bo and the team got them down to where they were only losing by 6.
Wow.
And he'd take Bo and a couple other guys out, the bench guys out, and they'd go back up in points, and they'd put Bo and the bench guys back in, and they'd cut the score down, and so on and so forth. And I say all that not because Bo is this amazing NBA future star. I'm saying when he got done and he got home, like everybody was like, oh my God, Bo was killing. Like Bo just came alive. He had a great game. And he said to me, wow, Mom, maybe God is telling me I don't need to quit basketball after that game. Wow. So when I say to you, whatever you're going through, whatever your basketball game sitting the bench is for you, sometimes it's not, we're looking at sitting the bench and we're not looking at preparing for the opportunity when we get in the game. Sometimes God has us sit on the bench so that when we do get that moment, we can really see it and seize it. My sons and my husband, they took me for granted that, Mom's going to get the food. She's going to fill our cars up with gas. She's going to do everything for us. That they couldn't see how blessed they are to have me. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Your circumstance, bad, good, or indifferent, is a good thing if you're looking at it properly. Instead of just sensing it and experiencing the data of what's going on, you perceive it. You take it in. Support for today's episode comes from Honeylove, where you can use my exclusive link to get 20% off your entire order by going to honeylove.com/Kim. Because y'all, bras and shapewear can be so uncomfortable. Let me just give you an example, okay? So my BFF Amy, we were singing and traveling around, and I would wear this girdle. And when I mean girdle, I'm talking about it took 2 people to pull that sucker on. One in the front and one in the back. And Amy was in the back pulling up my girdle. And as soon as she did, I heard zzz, it snapped and all my innards came outers. Okay. So when I tell you that shapewear had to change for me. It had to. And I wish I had Honeylove back then because shapewear shouldn't be so hard. And Honeylove is easy to put on. It's easy to take off and it's effortless to wear. Their products make you look good and feel amazing. Whether you're about to hit the stage for a big event or you just need an everyday little boost of confidence just to have that little support, Honeylove is the perfect plus one. So treat yourself to the best bras and shapewear on the market and save 20% off at honeylove.com/Kim. Use my exclusive link to get 20% off. That's honeylove.com/Kim. And after you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. And please support our show and tell them you heard about them from us, The Kim Gravel Show.
How do you take that step back? Because it's so easy to get stuck. I know for me, right? I get stuck in like an optimizing sort of mindset where I'm like,
you're a data person. You're a data person.
Yeah.
Data's fantastic.
I get stuck in this like, I need to optimize. I need it to go like, if this goes well and, you know, I need to do this in order for my kids to do this or for whatever, right?
Yes.
And it's so easy to get stuck in that. And like, so for instance, for me, like we just bought a house, which is like a huge deal. It's great.
It's beautiful.
But it's super stressful, right? Like we're like, there's house painters there right now and we have to move and there's just like a lot of moving parts. And I was just feeling so stressed and so overwhelmed. And then all of a sudden I just had this thought and I was like, we get to move into this great house. Like, why am I feeling so bad? Why am I turning a bad thing into, or a good thing into a bad thing?
Because you're sensing instead of perceiving. Yeah. Perception. I want to look up the word perception because to me, perception is the unseen things, right? And the unseen of it all is so much more important than just what you see.
Yep.
That's what I'm trying to tell Bo. Like he just thought, this is it. My coach doesn't believe me. I'm sitting the bench the whole time. I'm never going to play basketball again because if he's the coach next year, I'm not going to play. But he didn't take into account that the things that you can't see, which might be other coaches fighting for you. Or I used to tell him, I said, son, if God wants you to play basketball, he will sit people out to make way for you to play basketball. Okay? Yeah. Sensing is I'm looking from what I can see out of my eye. I'm talking about looking at it from your mind's eye. Life needs to be perceived and then sensed.
Yeah.
To perceive is to attain that awareness or understanding. When you are just seeing with your physical eyes, your mind is computing data. Okay? That's what I was trying to tell Bo. You've got to live in the perception of it all. You've got to become aware or conscious of what's really going on through sitting the bench. Like everything is trying to teach you something. When we take in the world around us, this is something I learned, I'm telling you. And I say my flesh, which I mean things that I can do with this body, okay? Which is see you, hear you, taste my Factor meals or a Burger King milkshake, whichever one comes up. And you know, that is the physical world. That's my flesh. When I'm perceiving, I'm taking it in. I am becoming aware. And I remember I think it was Maya Angelou says, you know better, you do better. Knowing is just not computing data. Knowing is having that sense of what something really is and really means. In your life, do you know a good thing when you see it? Not see it, perceive it. I can't tell you I could tell you story after story where I'm sitting there. I have developed this muscle of perception so much in my life. And and it's all in this book. Like I talk about this in this book all the time about perception. It's how you're looking at it. It's not what you're looking at. It's how you're looking at it. And we hear about that on, TikTok memes and like, just change the way you look at it. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about really flexing that perception muscle because a lot of times, bad behavior, like with Blanton and him just not turning in his papers. Is he lazy? Yeah. Is he a teenager? Yeah. But something deeper is going on that he has lost his motivation to try. There's something, if I'm just a mom going, turn in your papers, that's sensing.
It's not going to work. Yeah.
It's not going to work. Yeah. There's something deeper going on with him that is causing him to check out. And as a mother and as a woman and as somebody who's really developed that perception muscle, that's what we got to figure out what's going on. And I'm saying that to you, like if you've got a problem, it's bigger than what you're seeing. If you've got a financial issue going on right now, it's more than just what you're spending. Oh, that ain't your real problem. That's just the data in, data out. It's just like with me when I lost my weight, Zach. Everybody's like, what did you do? What did you do? I'm telling you what I did. I started looking at it, perceiving it differently.
Yeah. Is it, so, just going back to this idea of like knowing a good thing when you have it,
Mm-hmm.
I think.
When you see it, yeah.
When you see it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard this is like it's like count your blessings, right? It's hard to do. It takes work to do. Is that what you're sort of like getting at? Is that what you're, and is that part of your morning practice? Like, do you do that? Do you intentionally do that in the morning? Not
most, okay? Because look, when it comes down to it, I ain't got no time for all of that deep thinking every day, okay? Like look, I just threw a Burger King bag across the room, with anger. So clearly I'm not pursuing too much but anger. But what this means is it really is just taking a beat and looking at something in your life. Listen to me. There's something in your life right now that A, you're not happy with, B, you want to change, or C, you can't figure out what's going on. There's confusion. Okay? I want you to do me a favor. I want you to stop and think about this problem. How it came to be, what it makes you feel like, what you see in it. Like Bo never saw himself getting off of that bench. He wanted to quit. What if he had? What if he had and not done it? What is that in your life? Where are you sitting the bench in your life right now? And either you can't do anything about it or you don't do anything about it. What is that thing for you right now? Think about it. And I'm here to tell you, there's comfort in that problem. We like easy. Getting data is very easy today. Changing the trajectory and the perception of our life is hard. Or it feels like it's hard. And we have, and I love this, Zach, we have this crumb mentality, this scarcity mindset that we look at something in the physical and saying, I'm never going to be able to do that. Bo looked at the physical and even looked at what had been happening over the past 2 months and said, I'm a bench player. I'm quitting. And he had it because he didn't have the belief that it was ever going to change. But what if we were to change it while we're sitting on the bench? What would happen if we did that? That's how I lost all my weight. I didn't lose a little weight and go, okay, I'm on this, I'm changing. I changed the perception. I'm like, I'm looking at this 30 pounds like it is like insurmountable. I'm going to just change how I think about it. I started saying, oh my God, I'm losing weight. I'm losing weight like crazy. As I'm eating a Big Mac. Oh my God, I'm losing weight like crazy. I'm just saying, like, I changed the way I looked at the 30 pounds, how I perceived my weight.
Yeah.
And my body followed.
I've heard so many stories like that, Kim, of like you do it or you believe it and then it happens. Like you
right.
can't.
That's faith.
Like,
that's
the
faith.
only thing holding you back is it. Can I ask you a question? Because this is actually something I struggled with my kids. My 6-year-old is very just obsessed with like getting treats, right? Like getting chocolate, getting candy, like whatever,
I love a treat.
right?
Yes.
And
girl after my own heart.
the problem is that like whenever we do give her something, she just wants more. And she always turns the good thing into a bad thing. Like we give her something, we give her a treat, and then she's upset every time. She's more upset having gotten the good thing.
But why do you think that is?
There's always a reason to feel like you're not getting enough, right?
Right.
Like,
why? Why is that?
I don't know, Kim. I'm trying.
If you did know what it was, what would it be?
Good question. I think it just goes back to like, I'm not focused on right now. I'm focused on what I'm not getting in the future. I'm focused on what I am like perceiving as a problem.
We are afraid the blessings are going to run out. It's a scarcity mindset. I love this. My husband says this all the time, like, because he coaches tennis and the team sometimes everybody backspite, is competitive with each other on the same team and stuff. And it's like, Travis always says, people think there are only a couple of blessings out there. We only think there are a couple of jobs or a couple of seats at the table. We only think that there's only a certain amount of money. And think of money as a perfect example of this. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't say this before. I have been saying my whole entire adult life, money comes easily and freely to me. Let's do it this way. Let's answer this question, Zach. Okay. What is money? What is money?
Pieces of paper.
Okay.
That honestly have no meaning except we give them meaning.
Money is a perception.
Well, value. Wait. Let's take a step back though, because money has value because we give it value, because we've all decided that it's worth a certain amount. And like, then we all feel bad when Travis feels bad when he goes to the gas station and the gas he bought last week for $2 is $3 now. And that feels bad because we feel like the value, like we're getting, a raw deal. And that's why inflation feels so bad. And that's why, people have so much trouble with money. But they also, you want to use money to get what you want. But if you just keep using it and using it and using it, then you're never going to find what you want because you're always chasing.
The Bible says, people say money is the root of all evil. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's not what the Bible says. The Bible says the love of money is the root of all evil. And that's perception. When you are looking at money like it can fix you, make you, break you, or take you, you're giving the money the power. What if you looked at money like it comes easily and freely to me to be able to do all the beautiful things in life that I want and can bless other people with? That's what I'm talking about, that shift of perception of what money is, that shift of perception of what weight loss is, that shift of perception. It's when I'm saying, do you know a good thing when you see it? I'm not saying see, I'm saying see. Change what you're looking through. Don't look through it through your eyes, look through it through your soul. Like Bo played a fourth of what his teammates played. A lot of his teammates played on the basketball. But the last few games, he scored as many points that he has the highest score per minute on the whole entire team, of minutes played on the entire team. So does it really matter that he played every single game? Or is he perceived now as this, oh my God, where did Bo come from?
Right.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe he was allowed to be held back so that at the right time he could be lifted up. That's what's happening to you. You might be stuck on pause or stuck on red in your life because he's preparing either you or that thing for you. Change the way you're looking at your life. You got a good life. Do you see it? Do you know a good thing when you see it? Oh, I didn't. I didn't for the longest. Let me tell y'all something. With this Bell's palsy, I used to dread putting on my makeup, and I would just smile, and then I'd take pictures, and then I'd be like, oh my God, I look fat, I look terrible. Look at my face. Look at this. Y'all, with this Bell's palsy, I would give my right breast to have my smile back right now. Wow, I did not know a good thing when I saw it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's you don't know a good thing till it's gone, right?
Yeah.
Like just health, just being
health.
Able to be healthy.
But what I want to tell you, like, I'm saying this to encourage everyone listening. You have everything you need right now to do everything you are called to do. You do. But can you really see it? Change what you're looking at and change how you're looking at it. Because I promise you, there is so much more for you than you will ever know. If you knew, you would change it instantly. Instantly. You'd be like, oh my gosh, is this coming for me? You'd change. That's my point. If you knew what was coming for you, all the good things that were coming for you, wouldn't you change how you felt about what you're in right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd say, I can get through this because I know that that it's coming. I know that good things are coming.
The good things are coming. All right, we're back, and I have been loving these voicemails from you guys. So please call us, leave us a voicemail. You can. I'd love to hear from you. I just love you. That's the truth. I just love each and every one of you listening, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I do know a good thing when I see it, and it's y'all listening. Okay.
Hi, Kim. My name is Sonia Scott. I thought you would get a kick out of something that happened to me recently. I woke up in the morning and my husband said to me, "What is triple Lux?" I said, "What?" He said, "Yeah, you were talking about triple Lux in your sleep." I said, "You're kidding. What did I say?" He said, "You said it's triple Lux, y'all." Now, the reason this is so funny is I don't talk like that. I live in Beverly Hills. I don't have a Southern accent. I never say y'all. And I thought it was just hysterical, but I had just got a pair of jeans, triple Lux, and I love them. And I guess it was on my mind. And I just thought you'd get a kick out of that. But here's what I really want to say to you. I am so proud of you. I know this may sound stupid, but what I think is so wonderful is I've watched you from the beginning, and you don't have to push so much anymore. You don't have to sell so hard anymore. You know that we have your back. You know that we love you. And you listen to somebody long enough, you begin to see their humanity. And we all see that with you, Kim. And it's really thrilling to see the effect that you've made. I know what you've been going through recently. You're so brave. I'm a cancer survivor. I know what it's like to have something on your body that's not right and that you feel uncomfortable with. And you've just, the spell palsy stuff, you've handled it with such grace. And I just want to say, I hope you know how much we all love you and respect you. And as I say, we have your back. And I hope you take a lot of comfort in that. Okay, honey, have a great day. I'm so thrilled that I got to leave you this message. Bye.
Oh, talk about knowing a good thing when you see it. Do you see what I'm saying, Zach?
Yeah, I know.
You think you're out here on your own and you're struggling through, and then you get support, friendships, community like that. Like that. I can't tell you what that message just meant to me. And the fact that she is talking about triple lux and saying y'all in her dreams tells me.
It's like you're in her head.
Her
Kim.
perception radar is high. But when she said, we see your humanity, see, that's a woman who's not seeing, but she's seeing. Do you see what I'm saying? It's the perfect way to close out this episode. She is so perceptive. Even to the point she's like, you don't have to sell so hard. We've got your back. Do you see what I'm saying? She's seeing it with her mind's eye, with her heart. That is what I'm talking about. That is how we want to look at life. So your life, start looking at it and perceiving it and seeing it that way. Wow. Wow. I love you, girl.
Wow.
I love you.
And if you want to hear your voice on the show, give us a call, leave us voicemails.
Please.
We love them. All right. We will pick a new one every single episode. The number is 404-913-6460. So leave us a voicemail,
Fantastic.
Give us a call. Send us a message. We want to hear from you.
We want to hear from you. This is a community. I'm telling you. She said, we see your humanity. Good Lord, Zach. Okay.
Well, we can't end yet. We can't end yet, Kim, because we have to do an audience rapid fire question. This is becoming like my favorite thing. Are people
really answering, Zach? Are they answering and getting
I wrote some answers. Okay,
let's do it. Let's do it.
So check it out. So here's the rapid fire question. Kim, read that. Read the question.
Okay, so I ask every guest this question, and now I want to hear from you. Who is your celebrity crush? I want you to drop a comment with just your answer, or if you're on QVC Plus or a platform that doesn't allow commenting, then head on over to the Kim Gravel Show. That's KimGravelShow.com and send me a comment with your answer. Okay, who is your celebrity crush?
Okay, and so all right, so we asked for a few episodes ago. Okay. What is your guilty pleasure?
Guilty pleasure. I remember this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were people saying?
And you just started listing off so many. And so I just these are so funny. Do you want to read these, Kim? These are so funny.
Okay. Let me say 4 people said online shopping. Can I just say me and my phone at 11:30 at night is not Travis approved. Okay. 3 people said watching Hallmark movies, but 1 added and donuts. Oh, yeah.
That's a good combo.
Hallmark. I secretly have a desire to be in a Hallmark movie. And I don't want to be the one that falls in love. I want to be that girl maybe who owns a boutique or a bakery that says, and she pulls up a chair. I'm like, honey, don't give away the milk. Don't. Let me say this again. I want to say this. And I want to be, I know. Zach, I'm telling you, I want to be in a Hallmark movie. I want to be like in a bakery or a thing where people just pull up a chair and I'm that person that says, why buy the cow? Why is he going to buy the cow if he can get the milk for free? Does all these. Okay.
You want to be the Southern. You want to be like the Southern.
I want to be the Southern.
Who's
got the
wisdom.
Mother,
all right.
The auntie. Yeah.
Okay,
With one-liners and then just, whatever.
So, all right. Hollywood, Hallmark Channel. Here we go.
Call
Kim
me.
As your call Kim.
I'm cheap and easy. Okay, here we go. We also had, I love this, a Hostess refrigerated ring ding
Ring ding.
I thought they were called ho-hos.
No, I looked this up because I was like, did she mean like
No, she meant ring ding. No.
Ring ding. Yeah.
Ring ding. It's a round thing with a cream filling in it, isn't it?
Yeah. It's delicious. And I think it's delicious
I've
refrigerated
never
too.
thought about refrigerating because I like the zingers. Have you seen the zingers? They're like the devil's food cake. Oh, God.
I've never had a zinger.
I've never thought about refrigerating it.
Okay. Everything's better. Like if you do you put candy bars in the freezer, Kim? Because like,
honey, I put candy bar in the freezer and break my teeth off. Mm-hmm. Be like, crack. Oh, there's my crown. Okay, here we go. Buying wreath supplies. Can I say I relate to that too? I've got more hot glue guns than the police have regular guns. Okay.
And as someone that's been to Kim's house, like I can co-sign that fully. Yes.
I have more hot glue guns than the hunt club down here at the Moose Lodge has. Okay. One person said facials. Agreed.
Yeah.
Guilty pleasure. That should not be a guilty pleasure. That should be a self-care thing.
I agree. 100%. Yeah. 100%.
Okay, so really, please go. Who's your celebrity crush? That's the rapid fire question this week. Go and leave your, comments. Zach, just getting ahead of that. Who is your celebrity crush?
Ooh. Okay, so this is someone that I was just thinking about because she actually just launched line
Here
on QVC.
we go.
I had the biggest crush on Scarlett Johansson.
And she is gorgeous inside and out. Good one.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's big. Yeah.
I'm going to leave you with Keanu Reeves.
Okay. Keanu Reeves is a good one. He's a little greasy.
He doesn't bathe. But look, I'm used to that with my kids. So
have you seen how there's like this thing online? If you look up Keanu Reeves taking pictures with people, like he never actually touches anyone. He puts his hand out like this and he like behind their backs and you can see his whole hand. Have you seen that, Kim?
I bet he didn't want to think people were trying to feel him up.
Yeah, he wants to like be like, no, I didn't touch that person. Yeah,
but I might just step back and go, oh, excuse me.
So you're gonna sexually harass him, is what you're saying? Yeah. That's okay.
Keanu. You're safe with me, honey. You're totally safe. The last thing I want after this week is another man. Okay, thank y'all for listening. If you like this episode, then share it with somebody. And y'all, I just launched a brand new jewelry line. It's got some on right now. Did I say jury? I think I said jewelry.
You're in jewelry line?
Jewelry.
That's how you say it.
This is how we say it in the South, jewelry. I just launched a brand new jewelry line. So I want you to check it out. Go to lwya.com or just, get on there and email us and tell us, what you got going on. We love you. All right. Till next week, y'all. Remember, know a good thing, honey, when you see it.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Kim, you're Southern, can I just say, when you read the word you'll as y'all.
Oh, my God. Perceive means to become aware of what? All right, till next week, y'all. Remember. I don't remember. I was going to say remember, but I don't remember.
Know a good thing?
Zach, I couldn't remember what I was trying to remember.
It makes me so happy in real time when I'm like, this is going to make the outtakes at the end.
Let's make the outtakes.
That's all I thought.
If you like this episode, I got one more you're going to love.